Yo, what's going on everybody? It's Freaky99 and welcome back to another Destiny 2 episode Heresy video. We're in Act 2 and it is part 2 of our journey through the Dreadnought, through discovering the Echo of Navigation, and through our mastery of the Taken powers. Now, of course, we got a new update to Act 2, Rites of the Deep. We have to complete the Trial of Will ambition located at the Shrine of Oryx on the moon. There's nothing more to it than that, so let's go in and see what this week has in store for us.
A threat is forming on Luna, our moon. It cannot be left to congeal from mere blight to aversion anchor. But where there is threat, hides opportunity. I shall teach another method by which you will strengthen your hold of Taken power and shatter theirs.
Awesome. Always love the dialogue coming in whenever we're loading somewhere. It is kind of a mix between, like in the holoprojector and like in the dialogue while we're just traveling. But I think for this season, there's a lot of merit to actually having the dialogue just play while you're going places. But seems like we're heading into the moon, and we're going to Shrine of Oryx. Here we are at the shrine.
What ogre is undergoing? The offering? The Hive do not possess this power. Without Oryx or the Witness, how? I fear another's hand may carve these new Taken into being.
Wild. Blistering ogre is getting takenified right in front of our eyes. Can we even do anything about it? Oh, there we go. So yeah, this is what we've been building up to. The Taken have a new leader. A new eldritch force is claiming the Taken, using them, creating the dire Taken, creating new Taken. It is going to be interesting to see what this force actually is. There is a couple of theories going on right now of what this force could be. It seems like the most prominent theory is that it is one of the members of the Nine. We got a lore card with the Arc sidearm that was basically a conversation between multiple members of the Nine, and seems like one of them or a couple of them are just not happy with how the Witness failed in bringing about the final shape.
They retreat to Oryx's shrine, I assume to seek the Taken King's blessing. The wizard's ritual has yet to complete. End it here. Reach into the unknown and prepare for it to reach back.
Holy.
Guardian, meet the gaze of the abyss. Steep yourself in suffocating blight. Invite the horror in. Hold it close.
Oh, love the dialogue. As soon as I heard that line in the trailer, I was so excited to actually hear it in game. Are we actually gonna stare down one of these eyes? First, it looks like we got a ton of Taken to take out. This place is just infested with dire Taken.
Now, Guardian. It is vulnerable.
Vulnerable. What can we do here? Finisher? Here we go.
This place. A place of offering, where the Taken submit their weakness to gain strength. There is something else here. Calling. Rabid with grief. No. Sever the bindings. Unshake this beast now, Guardian.
Rabid with grief? Place of Offering. That was actually kind of spooky being in that taken bubble. Felt like there was definitely something potentially just lurking right outside. Where are we going here? We got multiple to sever? Oh, we can shoot these. Alright. Clear it out. Fascinating developments. Whoa, we are super torn. Oh, I think that was maybe just us going invisible. That was crazy. Alrighty. There we go. All taken blades destroyed.
Another foul stain scoured from Luna's ailing depths. You reap strength from their defeat. Hayat. Yet, the Taken King is absent from this clash of swords. He offers no substantiation of their ritual. Why here, then, the Dreadnought? The Taken? They are entwined, but their goals do not seem aligned. Perhaps the presence we felt here in the deep drives them. Perhaps there is more to uncover. Search the grounds.
We got a
Guardian,
Sabathoon
a
symbol.
remnant etched into the receding deep. Draw it forth with your newfound power.
There we go.
Oryx. The witness is dead. It lied to you.
We saw the Syzygy, sister, and we dove to avert doom. I followed you to the...
Let me cut to the truth. The God Wave wasn't the Traveler. We were chosen for light, and the witness gave us chains. But I can break us out of this game.
Deceit is your language.
We've both been played since the beginning. Look, this is Imaru, my ghost.
Light pawn! Where is my cunning sister? She would never allow such heresy.
And what do you call what you are now, if not heresy?
Enough! Does my blade not cut? Its edge is truth. Do ties not sink my form? Or logic, gold, and violence?
You're an inanimate object, dear brother. Your blade cuts nothing.
I do not accept this. I will navigate through each manipulation from the beginning, and I will divine the truth alone.
Oryx has shown the flaw in his logic. Faith. Now doubt creeps in. He has long been a creature of singular purpose and boundless curiosity. This revelation could send him reeling, or spell doom should he align with the Witch Queen. We cannot wait for the Echo to decide which avenue to explore. We must act in the face of uncertainty. I will begin preparations and contact you when they are ready for action.
Ooh, what a conversation. Ooh, hearing Oryx yell like that was crazy. And Savathun tells him the truth, and we get a coalescence of sorrow. And now he is doubting and potentially going to be on a warpath. Oh, while exploring the Nether, harvest the flesh of Akka, component of the binding ritual proposed by Eris Morn. Alrighty, we gotta harvest 5 pieces of flesh, so we'll go do that and see what next step awaits us.
Long ago, Oryx sought the worm Akka in the Ascendant Plane, but was denied the secrets of the deep. And so, Oryx slew the worm and communed with the deep himself. In this communion, he learned the power to take.
A little bit of lore update from Eris and Sloane. I guess it's kind of like, you know, the Book of Sorrows has been out for so long, and of course, you know, I'm sure plenty of us have actually read it, but also plenty of us haven't. I know, of course, you know, I have, but for the average player, for new players, they wouldn't know all this. So it's really cool that we're actually getting the dialogue from, you know, doing runs in the Nether where you see those green floating symbols of each of the Hive Gods. And in, like, seeing them and going through them, you actually, you know, get to experience and, like, hear these, you know, important passages from the Book of Sorrows. And we get, you know, you actually get a little bit of an update from Eris of, like, yeah, this is how orcs learned how to take, you know. Of course, we know that, or if you're, you know, a veteran player, you know it. But for general new players, it's important learning this to actually flesh out the story itself. Okay, is this how we're getting the flesh here? I was looking around for everywhere, and seems like this might be it. There we go, peeled flesh. Makes sense that we'd get it, you know, on the parts where Akka's flesh is peeled back. Alrighty, and this should be our last ones here. All 5. Bring the flesh of Akka to Eris and Sloane so that she may initiate the binding of Oryx and seal the echo within her throne. We are already moving ahead with the plan. That is wild. I thought we were at least going to save that till next week. Eris and Sloane visited. Let's go and hop into the Noiseless Chantry. Alright, here we go.
Do you feel that, Guardian? The writhing power within you, palpitating. Surrender yourself to the cold of entropy. Let it become your blade.
You've got a lot of faith in ancient taken energy we know nothing about.
Such is the nature of faith. A belief in our ability to subsume the primordial. Faith is curiosity, not fear.
Fear's natural. It's a warning. Respect for what this power's capable of. This is a weapon, because I contain it. It's not a part of me. It's a tool.
I recognize the color of grief within you. You have yet to embrace it.
I never will. Power is control. Without control, you have nothing.
Not nothing. Potential.
Oh man. The division ever widens between Sloane and Eris.
Oryx seeks a path to fundament. The Witch Queen, in delivering truth, has set her brother's mind. Savathun did not expect this reaction from him. Her misstep has created a new complication. We cannot allow Oryx to escape. We must force a confrontation. With the flesh of Akka, I may do so, but the Deputy Commander's doubt. She tells me my methods are based on faith. Faith. The same flaw in Oryx's logic. I did not challenge the word. An argument here would only divide our cause further. But when it is faith in you. And when it is not, it is ambition. binding the echo of the Navigator to my throne will require immense power and the precise application of will. Together, we possess both. Then we may discover a way to excise Oryx's foul essence. Only a being infused with taken power may wield Willbreaker. Sloane and I will guide you to that becoming. Keep the faith, my knife. My acolyte. We must not be stymied by an adherence to order in pursuit of safety. This is the deep. This is the taken. There is no safety.
Whew. As Eris prepares, the ritual to bind the Echo of Oryx, engage the hive forces of Xivu, Wrath, and Savathun to distract them. Well, there we go, everyone. Part 2 of Act 2. The pieces are in play, and all that's left is for us to knock them down. Oh, I can feel the tension rising. That was a pretty good week. A lot of good voice lines. I'm excited to see what voice lines there might be that are new in the Nether or in the Court of Blades, because it's potential that, both of them have a little bit of updated stuff now that Oryx has gone a little bit more mad from the truth. But, yeah, I'm worrisome of how this is going to turn out with Eris and Sloane. Sloane is unfortunately not giving the best of vibes. I'm hoping that, this kind of conversation here, maybe Sloane will embrace the taken power and will, become even cooler and all that. But also I fear that Sloane may go down a bad path and, who knows, become an enemy or something. There's some real kind of scariness on the horizon, it feels. And next week there's a little bit of a daunting nature to how this ritual is going to go, because this ritual is not going to go off without a hitch. Maybe it will. This is already set up. It looks like the Echo could fit perfectly right in there. It comes in, it looks at us while we walk around here until Act 3 happens. But still, nothing feels like everything's gonna go off perfectly. It feels like we still have... No, sorry. Got a little cookie caught in my throat. It still feels like there's going to be something bad that's going to happen. That'll, of course, lead us into the next episode. I feel like next week we'll definitely get the reveal of the new taken, beholder. Whoever this terror is, with all the eyes and the tentacles, whoever this eldritch terror is, they will definitely be revealed next week. And we may even get some division or strife between Eris and Sloane. We won't claim the Echo next week, and instead it's going to be sucked up into the Eldritch Force, and then the exotic mission or whatever happens in Act 3, whatever missions we have, will be focused on going and taking the fight directly to this Echo that is now being wielded and corrupted by the new taken force. And then, in that final scene, we maybe push them back. I don't think, maybe we defeat them, but also maybe we just push them back away from the Echo. Oryx is freed, allowed to process and everything, and grants us the power, grants Eris the power, grants Sloane the power. There's a lot of possibilities to what's actually going to happen, and we don't precisely know. But man, this is such a good story, and Heresy has been beautiful and just, you know, one of the best seasons we've ever gotten in many ways. The story has just been absolutely incredible. Reading through a bunch of the lore tabs, like, and the lore for the guns this act, you know, there's a lot of things shaping up. There's a lot of seeds being planted for the future, some things being tied up, but this is definitely our lead in to the next DLC. And I'm excited to see what happens when we finish off Act 3 and we get that live stream and that reveal for the next chapter of Destiny and the next DLC, because based on everything that's happening right now, it's gonna be big. But that is it for me. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I've been FreakyDude99. This has been Act 2, Part 2 of Episode Heresy, and we'll of course see you all next week for the final part of Act 2. But that's the thing, this journey ain't over quite yet, because Act 3 will be dropping the following week. So we are on the train all the way to the end right now. So, get hype, get ready, and we'll see you later. Peace out.